Hey guys, Nudge with Machete here, and yes, Tenchi. Here's your Canada's great except for the zombies. I swear sometimes I just feel like I need tobacco when I'm doing these, so a few cigarillos. And we'll see if you guys can see Tang. See, here's Tang. Which is why I'm not doing it inside, because I don't smoke inside. Alright, I'll move over. So you can have Tang the whole time. Anyways, so this one, Blueberry River, is a place in northern BC which has a bit of an identity crisis. It is a First Nations reserve that has both beaver and Cree, and they were kind of like forced to live together. Also, you might hear the crows, which is what he's trying to see. Do you want me to sit over on this side, dude, and that way you can see me? Over here. Over here, bud. He's loving the window. Apparently he wants to get closer. Okay. Anyways, Snickers will be on the inside too. Me? But yeah, Beaver and Cree living together, and then of course you've got Creever, you know, those from Beaver and Cree that have intermarried. Anyways, when I was there, I ended up doing some different stuff. I was up in Grand Prairie, and I got a phone call, and I was using my private vehicle, my personal vehicle, which doesn't have like quite the same loadout as the truck, which by the way I had to get rid of now because it finally broke down. It was like a 91 Silverado with an extended cab, extended bed. It was a really nice truck, but I used my car. And now I get the mileage reimbursed sometimes. Anyways, I was up in Grand Prairie and got a phone call and had to go to Blueberry River, which is a bit of a drive through the mountains, going further north. There's a pass and stuff like that, but yeah. Anyways, I'm up there, and the phone call came in on my personal cell phone rather than my work phone. This whole thing was really weird. So what I did was, when I answered it, it's an unknown caller. This was an old Alcatel I was using at the time, Squirrel, and sometimes the unknown caller thing just popped up. The phone ended up breaking itself. So if you have an Alcatel One Touch, good luck. But yeah. Anyways, unknown number comes in. He's sitting behind me now. Unknown number comes in, and I answer it. And I hear, you know, is this, and they say my full name, including my middle name, which I rarely share. And they ask, you know, do you work for da, 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 da. And yeah, so they knew who I was. I said, yeah, who's this? And it was the chapter head of one of the big biker gangs. I'm not going to say names and stuff like that, especially because chapter heads 9 times out of 10 like High Stick, High Bear if you're watching. Like that's how I know them. Rooster, you know, that kind of thing. By the way, if Rooster is watching, Saksham says hi. I talked to him a couple weeks ago. We work together now. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, it was the chapter head for basically northern BC. And they had an issue in Blueberry River. And so they told me to drive to, and I'm trying to remember the name. It's one of the princes, and it's up north. It's on the Dawson corridor. Can't remember the name. It had an airport and stuff like that too. Told me to drive there and check into this one hotel. They picked me up from that hotel and take me up to Blueberry River. And they briefed me on the way. Now, normally I wouldn't do this. Get down. know if you guys can see him. He's not supposed to be climbing on shit. He really wants dad right now, and since I'm outside smoking, and I'm not gonna crack the window for him because I'm smoking. But I'll be inside in a bit, little buddy. Anyways, cigar went out. Yes, buddy. Yes, I see you. Yeah, he's talking. Anyways, I get there, I check in. An hour after checking in, I get a call from the front desk, and there are two people waiting for me. So I go downstairs. Two large gentlemen wearing vests. You know, the colors that never run kind of vest. And they take me outside, and I'll admit, I expected bikes. Suburban, black Suburban, darkened windows. Two of them get in the front, I get in the back. I've already done a couple of phone calls to kind of verify I'm not going to die, and also to let work know where I'm going, so that just in case. And, you know, I let the guys know that as we're walking to the truck. Just let you guys know, I checked in with my work. Let them know that this is something that I'm going to be taking care of. And they understood. They took it as both the warning of don't disappear my ass. He's by the screen door right now. Don't disappear my ass. And also, you know, I verified that you have an issue. Just come over here, buddy. I started to get outside. Anyways, yeah, so I get the nods of acknowledgement, you know, like the security guard who notices that you're carrying if you're concealed carry, that kind of thing. But yeah, so it's about an hour drive, roughly, a little bit further north on the Dawson Highway, and then it's a left turn. You go into town, and there's new construction and a pipeline's going through there and all this stuff. Anyways, we pull into a nondescript house pretty much in the middle of town, and I realize that this is where some addictive substances are likely being flitted out from, possibly, well, actually confirmed in the community and to southern BC. Anyways, they had, I kind of talked about this in the Rouen one, but sometimes people will try and do things with narcotics or stimulants or stuff like that, and they'll add in not so great ideas, right? So, like vampire blood or werewolf fur or, you know, like that kind of weird shit. Mugwort would probably be fine. Had some mugwort tea. I wouldn't recommend oleander tea. We'll get to that. Anyways, yeah, so a recent batch had come in, and the local distributors had sold locally. Hello, buddy. And before, I guess they test the batch locally before sending it down south. And yeah, so what happened was, over here. What happened was they, yes, I hear you. The locals had become infected. Now, I always say there's a difference in types and stuff like that. Infected, still alive. No. No, get your foot. It's a jade food dog statue, and he just knocked over a jade dragon. I guess I'll have to move those, especially if I'm out here. Anyways, yeah. So their local customers have become infected. This is, of course, bad for distribution because you can't test, and if your customers are dead, you're not getting any more customers. Or undead, you're not getting any more customers either. Now, where did Snickers go, dude? His sister was there. I don't know if you guys saw her. He's tiny. He's almost a year. He's fucking huge. Anyways, yeah, so they let me know who and what, and that because I had previous dealings, the Rouen incident being the year before, actually. Um, they knew, obviously, they had a mole somewhere. They paid off someone fairly high up because they were read in. And I'm like, what the hell? But I guess within certain organizations, you're still going to have people who are read in and stuff like that. So I thought that was actually kind of interesting. Anyways, they weren't sure what to do in this instance. So it ended up being a lot more training than, de-zombification. Anyways, 4 locals. 2 of them lived together. And, sorry, I heard her scratching somewhere. 2 of them lived together, so we basically went house to house. Now, not having my regular loadout or anything like that, I had a fixed blade and a folder on me. What I did have was a tire thumper. And you should always have a tire thumper in your car. I carry a new one in my car now with a metal band on it, just in case. But the couple, we went in there, and set of rules I kind of left for them is don't kill anybody. Try not to injure anybody. We don't know how the infection is spread. We assume via smoking the specific crystalline substance that, you gotta use a pipe for. That might have been on Breaking Bad, that kind of thing. I like it. But yeah, anyways. So we go to the first house. There's 2 of them. The guys don't have tasers, which I thought was kind of odd, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Different organization, right? But they did have baseball bats. And I had my tire thumper. Now, if he's going for this right there. If you follow me long enough, you know that I train in stick fighting too. So, first house, the 2 of them breach, really just shouldered the door down. I mean, I don't even think it was locked. And it was like an interior style door on an outside of the house. So they just went right through it. The couple were inside, screeched, and a really weird noise. I jumped both these guys. Now, both of the guys are big. Now, I'm 6 feet tall, 210. I'm not, really, I'm not built. A little cold out here, actually. I'm not built. But these guys were. Holy shit. I think they could have lifted their own bikes, kind of thing. Anyways, jumps these 2. Immediately, one of them crashes to the floor, and she found this out afterwards. Just starts slapping him across the face. I think she might have been trying to claw him, but she didn't have long nails or anything. She literally just slapped him across the face. I hear my neighbors coming home. Anyways, I just walked up alongside her and thumped her here lightly. Moves her over. He rolls over, holds her down, puts zip cuffs on her, screeching like a banshee, puts another set of zip cuffs on her just in case. Meanwhile, the other guy's actually holding the one dude up, and he's getting kicked in the face and the chest, because the other dude's the one he's holding up is 5 foot nothing. But yeah, so he's doing that. We get him down, zip him up. Okay. I'm trying not to laugh the whole time, but basically, we get these 2 in the back of the Suburban. We drive them back to the distribution center. It's a bungalow. It's a fucking bungalow with an attached garage with the car cover over top of it. What the fuck? Anyways, I guess it's kind of cool. But yeah, so we get those 2 back there. Now we think we're just going to go off to this one house. Well, we get there, and there's only supposed to be one other person in there, and it's supposed to be the mom. Cookum, actually. Because there were children, they were at school. That's why, there's heartbreaking parts of what's happening in that community. So, but yeah, Cookum, grandma, the mom of the guy, apparently decided to partake. Scar's out again. So, there were 2 people in there who needed to be subdued. And Cookum I swear, I'm just going right around. It just ended up with more ash. Anyways, Coco ends up taking out the biggest guy on the team. 6'3", 280, something like that. Huge. And the son was asleep on the couch. I don't know how you sleep after that. Like, aren't speedballs supposed to keep you up? But yeah, whatever. He was asleep on the couch. Lost an eyebrow. And Coco ends up taking out the biggest guy, puts him through a window out on the front lawn. Looks like a white trash carnival. Absolutely hilarious. Really doesn't look good for the local community or the local organization. Zip tie son, run out front, get Coco. We get her duct taped up, get her in the thing. Well, we'd only planned on 4, so we gotta take him back because we don't want to try for a 3rd. Meanwhile, Big Head got scratches all over his face because Coco actually had nails. Anyways, get him back there. And I asked guys, I'm like, now are you sure this last one is only going to be 1? Because, by the way, they had, after the first 2 had proved to be quite so energetic, they had called their contact at the local medical center, not in Blueberry River, but a town just not that far away, to come in. Apparently the medical contact is a vet, of course. And they were drawing blood, and like Ativan, I think, just to keep him relaxed. But yeah, so we confirm the last one should be solo. Get there. It's actually a really nice house. It's like a 2-story, semi-detached garage. Really nice. Snowmobile under a tarp. Like really, really nice. Guy works on the pipeline. And yeah, we get there, and he's fine. Completely and utterly fine. And try to figure out why. Well, I guess what he did was normally he'd go out and then he'd party when he got back. And he had bought this stuff kind of in advance. And we're like, don't smoke it. They took it. We talked to the guy. It's like, do you know any of these others? Yeah, we party all the time, that kind of stuff, right? And yeah, we tell him, don't smoke that at all. Well, we get back to the house, and the 4 people are now starting to kind of come down, basically. I never found out what the batch was spiked with. But yeah, so somebody, I guess, tried making it with a slightly different component, which ended up very similar to a crystalline structure that you would find on Haitian zombies' mouths after they were stitched shut. Kind of like it was almost like a crystal salt. And that had gotten into the batch. So, yeah. Seriously messed up shit. Not a lot of adventure. Little buddies coming around. Not a lot of adventure on that one, but one of those kind of PSAs of don't do drugs. This is your brain on drugs. This is your brain on zombie drugs. And seriously, just don't fucking do drugs. Says the guy with a butted out cigarilla. It's actually my first tobacco in almost 6 months. Yeah. So yeah, just remember, Canada's great, except for the zombies. Thank you to the 2 gentlemen who are probably not watching this. Blueberry River does not have very good internet, even if you've got it set up on satellite. But yeah, if you ever get a chance and you're on the Dawson Highway, swing in there. Food's really good. Bannock burgers, really, really good. Taco in a bag. I hung around there for a couple extra days afterwards just to kind of filed my reports because, of course, I went off and did it, and I had to file an official report, which is when I found out the internet was really bad. Meanwhile, I'm staying in Blueberry River and I'm paying for a hotel back in not Prince Rupert, Prince George. I can't remember the name, but anyways, I've got it marked off on a map in there, but the tiny ass town doesn't actually have it. But yeah, I'm paying for a hotel in there. When I was done, I get back there, and it turns out they owned that hotel too. That was the distribution for that town. I'm not saying if any RCMP officers are watching, but yeah. Anyways, guys, that's about it. I'm gonna go de-stress Tang and Snickers and see if they broke that little Jade Dragon. And Cannon's great, except for the zombies. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, by the way, it is evenly split on that poll. 33% for weapons from like Dead Island, Dying Light, stuff like that. So maybe I'll do one of those. 33% for Get Back to the Weapons and 33% for this. So I guess I'm just going to have to do all three. Also, Full Pace Training did a the giveaway contest thing. I love the design. It's called the Kaiju Club. I'm going to try and make one out of white oak. Not quite the same. I'm going to have to shrink it down because my piece is only like 28 inches, and the overall design of Billy's design is like 36. So we'll see. So maybe I'll film that, and we'll see about showing that. And that's about it. I'm going to go inside and have another cup of coffee. Stay safe, guys.